Make another move and I'll have to fire.
Mike, are you still there?
I'm here.
Someone was jamming the frequency. Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we spared Sis and rafted off into the night. We didn't really acquire too much information about Mafia dealings from Lazo. In fact, aside from killing Lazo, we didn't really accomplish very much at all. Now, this video would be really short if I just ended it here. So I'm not going to. There's going to be a little conversation post-mission, and that'll lead into a contact mission.
What's up with the connection? Looks like something's interfering with the transmission. Or Albatross. It's been a while since Taipei. I ran into a little friend of yours tonight, hanging out with your G-22 buddies. She's quite the little firecracker, although she doesn't talk much. Well, except with those pistols of hers.
That would be my bodyguard, Sis. And I know you spared her life. That's why I'm calling.
I didn't want to fight her. I was only there for Lazo. But she didn't give me much choice.
It was under my orders, Mike. But I didn't realize you would be there. Else, I would have instructed Sis to behave differently.
So should I ask what G-22 is doing in Moscow? You guys sure seem to get around.
It's a rather long answer, Mike. One I'd like to discuss more, if you'd be up for it.
Is your bodyguard invited? If so, I'll need body armor.
I'm afraid it's required she be present. We're not supposed to be apart. It's how G-22 operates in the field. But like you, I tend to bend the rules for the sake of the greater good. I'll leave the choice up to you, but I can't wait long. If you want to discuss your future, then meet me at the following coordinates. It isn't far. And come alone.
All right. But I better not be walking into an ambush. And tell Sis to keep her distance.
I will do so. I will not wait long, Mike. So if you want to speak to me, you'll have to do it soon.
So, now we have the mission to contact Albatross. The plot advancing mission is still there, and if we take that, we'll lose the opportunity to perform this mission. So we're going to go right ahead and contact him. We get a couple pieces of intel, one about Albatross and one about Sis. I will have an intel dump in this episode, or in this update I should say. It's going to be in the post. And now let's go see what Albatross has to say.
I don't want to shoot you, but pull that trigger, and I will.
It's all right, Sis. Hello, Mike. No trouble finding the place, I hope.
You wanted to meet face to face. Why?
I wanted to talk about you and the organization I represent. You spared Sis's life. For that, you have my thanks.
Sorry it came to that. I didn't want to fight her, but the situation didn't leave much time for talking. Although she's not much of a talker, I take it.
She's a mute. Let's walk. Sis will make sure we're not interrupted.
All right. So, what did you want to talk about?
I know to all outward appearances you're a rogue agent. I also know about Alpha Protocol, and in your case, it's being used for its intended purpose.
It wasn't my choice, really. One of my associates made the decision for me.
I disagree. You had other options, I'm sure. Did enacting Alpha Protocol change your mission?
No.
Then you should be proud of your accomplishment.
What accomplishment?
It's not often that one gets to turn the tools of their own government against them, and for the right reasons. And Alpha Protocol? It is a powerful tool.
Between Halbeck and you, I'm beginning to feel like everyone knows about Alpha Protocol.
It may seem that way. I'd argue you're simply traveling in a smaller circle here, on the fringe of international politics.
I don't know what you want, Albatross. G22's agenda? Doesn't seem like you have one.
No. We have aspirations, as does any government. But we believe that agendas are accomplished by careful study and observation. If the status quo is disrupted, it makes predicting triggers and events more difficult.
You sound like one of the analysts of Alpha Protocol I know.
Alpha Protocol has always had someone in that role. It helps them function as intended, no matter what iteration of the program. It's an odd thing. A government-sponsored program whose purpose is to prevent being policed by its own government. Now, what kind of foundation is that for a country?
I guess you have to trust your country and act in its best interests.
Do you trust your country?
I do. I believe in the mission.
I propose we become allies.
What, I become a member of G22?
No. I propose we cooperate. You will find that as extensive as Alpha Protocol's leftover safe houses and gadgets are, well, G22 has access to much more.
And the price?
Let us say I owe you. You've already paid me, in the only currency I value. What do you say?
All right. I need all the friends I can get. And for some reason, I trust you.
You won't regret it, Mike. We're out of time, I'm afraid. Thank you for listening to me, Mike. I know you have a great deal of work ahead of you.
Albatross, I need to know something.
Yes. What?
This business with Halbeck. I can still prevent it, right? There's a way to stop them. This isn't going to end well, is it?
Mike, it never does.
Dun, dun, dun. But yes, the main benefit we got, and the reason I didn't put it up for a vote, whether to join him or not, well, for one thing, the thread is already in the We Like Albatross mode. And for another thing, he unlocks a whole bunch of store stuff. And this is an email from him telling us that we've unlocked a bunch of store stuff. And it's all pretty nice stuff, and there's really no reason to turn it down because we're still not obligated to him or anything. And look, we unlocked the Tier 3 pistols, Tier 3 being as high as the weapons go. And we get some new upgrades. We get some advanced silencers, a Mark II and a Mark III. Mark II takes away the damage reduction of the original, and the Mark III actually improves damage. You get some advanced sights. Trank rounds still cost $5,000, though. That's kind of a jip. We get similar upgrades to the other weapons, and we get the Tier 3 Stealth Armor upgrade. Actually, we don't because we can't afford it, because it's $150,000. This is one of the main reasons I haven't been spending overboard in the store so far. The advanced stealth is awesome, and we also get the upgrades to sight range and bonus to hacking minigames. Also very essential, very expensive. And now we're finally going to follow up on Sergei Surkov and intercept him at the U.S. Embassy. I'll see you next time.